The most craziest thing that happened to me is that guy actually tried to kill me, choke me out because I didn't want to suck his dick anymore. He gave me $20. It was taking him too long to come, so I stopped. I actually gave him his money back, and he told me, no, I'm going to suck his dick and make him come. And he actually climbed over top of me and choked me out. He was choking me so hard that a bang was popping out his forehead. I wasn't moving, fighting him back or anything. And he was literally trying to choke the life out of me. I even forget what happened, that he stopped. But after that, he drove me down this dark tunnel, basically kicked me out and left me there on the way, breaking my phone in half, throwing it out the car. I thought I was going to die.
So, what would you say has been your worst dating experience?
It would be a long time ago, I'd say. Some guy, he had a bike and he blocked his door with the bike, and he was smoking crack, and he had a gun underneath of a washcloth, thinking that I didn't know it was a gun, and he raped me the whole time. This time around, I really don't date, honestly. Here and there.
Have you seen that guy since that happened?
No, I have not.
Did you report this to the police or anything?
No, I didn't, because I didn't think of that. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Yes, I have one bad dating experience, and I was up for a couple days, so I think the guy thought I was falling asleep in the car. I think the guy thought that I was probably on dope, so he basically took me to the back seat and had his way with me, and a bunch of us ladies got together and we spoke about it, and it seems that the girls that is on heroin and shooting up while they're on dates are being raped a lot more, and guys are having their way with them. And some girls don't even remember, but they just know the feeling that they were abused. So if any ladies are out there, I just advise you not to ever get high while you're on a date. Wait till after. Even if you're high, don't go on a date, because things is becoming really crazy out here. And men is just coming out here because they know that they can get a lady that is a need. So.
Got you. About supporting your habit.
I do dates.
Okay, all right. I hear that. That's normal out here. And have you had any bad dating experience since you've been doing this?
I have, yes.
I think a train is coming. We're going to let that go by, then we get into it. Okay, dear? We're almost done, all right? You're doing excellent. We'll be done soon. You're doing amazing, Jamie. That's one of my friend name also, Jamie. Okay, so Jamie, let's get back to it. What are some worst dating experiences that you have had out here?
So somebody pulled up to me in a van and opened the side door and dragged me in, and they zip tied my ankles and my wrists together, and they burnt me all over my body.
Damn, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and I woke up at Jefferson Hospital.
Damn. Can you describe the van to us, so that way other girls won't fall victim to this person?
A blue older van, like an old minivan.
Blue older minivan. And do you know, was the guy, was he black, white?
I don't. I think I either blocked it out, or I really don't remember. I don't know.
Wow. So you don't remember anything else besides waking up in the hospital?
Right.
Jesus Christ. Damn. What else traumatic experience have you had dating?
I've been raped. I've had people not pay me or take their money back just because they wanted to, not because it wasn't good.
Damn. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's not fair to you. Do you think prostitution should be legalized?
Yeah, because it's my body.
Yeah, you're right. You're an adult. Okay, Gigi. So, who are some of the guys that pick you up?
It's crazy. Like there's men that are professionals. I had a police officer pick me up last week, and I got in his car and I looked at him and I said, "You're a cop," and he said, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, you can let me out." And he said, "No, sweetheart, I'm just a regular guy who's off duty and wants his dick sucked." And you know, like that, like it really opened my eyes. There's men out here who are professionals, who are doctors, and you know, who have a normal life and have wives and children and go home and tuck their kids in and put them to sleep. And you know, they're out here, and the way they look at us and degrade us is this is never something I thought would be a part of my life.
Mm-hmm. So what are some horror stories that you have seen or heard about out here in Kensington?
I've heard about a lot of them. Girls getting raped, girls going missing and never being seen again. Two of really good friends of mine I met out here and who I've been through a lot with, I haven't seen in 2 weeks. And you know, no one knows anything, no one knows where they were, what happened to them. I know something's not right because they don't do that, they don't just disappear. And you know, there's been girls found out here, beaten to death. I've had horror stories myself. I've been raped. Actually, last night, I left here and I went and got high and went to do a date and you know, was taken advantage of, and it was the worst experience I've ever felt in my life. Like, for the first time, I really thought that I wasn't gonna be okay. Like, if my friend didn't hear me and was up on them train tracks, I'd be dead. And you know, by the time my friend got to me, thank God, I was passed out and I wasn't breathing because he choked me from screaming so hard. I wasn't just going to go down without a fight and let him rape me and kill me. When he looked at me, he said, "I don't know why you're screaming, because you're just going to die anyway." And I just told him, I said, "I'm not going to stop fighting. Like, if you're going to kill me, I'm going to go down with the fight." And, you know, like, it's just, it's fucked up. I'm putting myself in these situations, you know, like, I'm putting myself out there for these things to happen. Like, there's people out here and they're not right, and, you know, like, it's just, I don't know, like, I can't keep doing this.
Damn, I'm so sorry that happened to you, Gigi. Can you give us a description of the guy?
Yeah, he was a young black kid, probably around my age. He was like medium complexion, like not too light, not too dark. He was probably 5'8", skinny. I was surprised how strong he was for his build, because he wasn't a big guy, but like, he overpowered me. I couldn't get him off of me. He was like young. He had no facial hair. I would probably say the oldest he was maybe 30. And it's crazy because he was so soft-spoken and so like calm. Like, even when I was screaming and he was fighting and he was on top of me, like, he wasn't yelling. Like, he was just so calm, and he knew what he came out here for. And I don't believe it's the first time he did it. As we were walking up to the tracks, he looked over to where a girl was just found, and he said to me, "Didn't they just find a girl over there beaten to death and raped? And they can't identify her body because they can't see who she is because she was beaten so bad." And when he said that to me, I just know that he's the one that did it.
So, how do you make money out here?
I use my female personality and
do dates?
Yeah.
All right. What has been your worst dating experience?
Somebody drugging me and then me waking up being tied and burns all over my body.
Oh my God. How do you escape?
I was already thrown on the side of the road.
What?
Yeah,
Jesus.
I had like zip ties around my wrists and ankles and
oh my God.
burns all over my body.
How long ago that was?
Maybe about 6 months, 7 months.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Casey. Did you report this to the police?
No, because I have some issues with
the law, huh?
Yeah.
I hear you, and that's some of the cases these guys know and that's what they come out here to hurt the woman. So, have you seen him since?
No, I don't. I blacked out.
Oh,
I don't
so
remember even what. The only thing I remember is that it was a van that I got into.
What color van was it?
A dark color. That's about the memory of it.
Wow, that's tough. I'm so sorry, girl. So how do you protect yourself out here?
I carry pepper spray. I carry a blade.
Right.
Carry a taser.
You gotta do what you gotta do to protect yourself. So you're absolutely right. And how do you make your money?
I go to the doctors. Still go to the doctors. I jump in and out of cars. Boost.
Right. Always remember, we're not here to judge you. We're just here to educate people, all right? So what's the worst thing that has happened to you since you've been doing dates?
I was raped.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Give us a backstory if you don't mind educating the other girls.
Don't do it. It ain't safe.
Don't do it. Do you know the description of the guy or the car so that way other girls can be aware?
It wasn't a car.
Walk up and he took you to like an alley?
No, it was like a bando where people were getting high.
Yeah. Damn. Do you report that to the police? How did it turn out?
I don't know. I never got any paperwork, and I didn't want to follow up with it because I just didn't want to deal with it.
Right. And that's the case. Wow.
Things started getting worse and worse for me. I find myself every day looking for dates. I prefer to have a bag before eating. I prefer to stay out here before getting any rest. I've went to rehabs. I've gotten clean. I relapsed because it hurts me not to have my family or anything. You know, things aren't easy per se. Like yesterday, early morning, a date drags me into a car, starts beating me, takes the only little thing that I had, which was my purse and my cell phone. You know, there are guys out here killing females and all that, not caring, and it's fucked up because we're doing this to survive, because if we don't do this, we don't have nothing else. I just don't know how people could be so cruel, treating us like we're not human beings and shit just because we have an addiction. I just want to show people that this is not the life you want to live. Like I said, I'm 23, and I don't deserve this, but it's reality. I need help, and I need to get my shit together.
Okay, Jennifer, so we're gonna keep it 100. Keep it 100 on your end. Now, how do you support yourself out here? How do you make money for your drugs and stuff?
I never admit this, and I never would, because I never would do this. But here and there, and it's not all the time, it's when I don't have, and I can't get, and I don't feel like asking people or doing anything, I've been tricking.
That's real. That comes with the lifestyle, and that's exactly how it goes down. The females, that's what they have to do. So do you think prostitution should be legalized?
Hell no.
You don't know? What has been your worst dating experience out here in Kensington?
Well, I forgot to ask for the money first, and I did it, and was told to get out the car and wasn't given the money, so it was shitty.
Damn. Do you know, can you describe that person so the other girls out here can know who he is, so that way they won't fall victim to it? Let the other girls know, and what type of car he drive, because that's not fair to you. You did your part.
I remember it was a dark car with dark tin windows, and he looked like a regular dope boy.
Wow.
Somebody that got money, that was fly, didn't look dirty, didn't look like a creep. Looked like, you know, people I hung out with that didn't use.
Yeah.
And he acted cool at first. I felt him out, and it was like, all right. If I wasn't trying to get money, I would kind of talk to him, you know what I mean, normally.
Yeah.
And then Jekyll and Hyde, I couldn't believe, like, he looked down at me lower than what I am. He didn't see why I was doing it, or that I didn't eat that day, and I needed that money. It wasn't just for drugs.
Right.
And I wasn't going to explain it, but he didn't care. Like, he just kind of, like, tried to throw me away in the gutter like trash. Get out.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you had experienced that thing. What are some horror stories that you have seen or heard about out here in Kensington?
Oh, one of my friends, we don't know where she is. She's been missing, but apparently a date went wrong, and she's missing. And
wow.
I hate to say it, but I really strongly believe she's dead.
Oh my God. How long has she been missing now?
I believe it's 3 years.
Man.
And I went looking for her. I knocked on tents.
Yeah.
I came down here and I was looking, and meanwhile her mother died. She would have reached out to me. She was like my sister, so she would have reached out to me eventually.
Yeah.
She hasn't, so.
Damn, I'm so sorry, dear.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous out here, and a lot of the girls are starting to get missing. And that's not fair. These guys is taking advantage of the women out here because they know you're not going to go to the police. The police don't care. So that's why they come out here and prey on these vulnerable girls who are sick and suffering. And a lot of them take these girls places and they disappear. Lock them in basements and cages. I heard all types of stories that goes on with these Johns and these girls out here. So just stay safe, all right, love?
Yes.